Hey, you guys, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. Lots of love and many blessings. You guys, I'm trying to keep all the pictures in order so it'll make sense, but I've got a major mouthful to tell you guys. Okay, in 2012, Meghan became pregnant by Rory McIlroy, okay, during her marriage to Trevor Ingleson. In 2013, she sent her husband Trevor the rings back in the mail with a note attached saying they had been through, in fact, for a couple of years at that point. Rory is a pro golfer from Northern Ireland. They dated for several months before she sent him a text explaining that she was taking time off from everything, him included. Who knows whether she birthed that child or had a late-term abortion? I can't find anything out. I do know for a fact she was pregnant. Anyhow, goes on to in 2014, she started dating a chef and restaurant owner. His name is Corey, and I hope I say this right, Vitello. During this time, you guys, she spent living with him. She became pregnant on 2 separate occasions, and my source told me that it was basically back to back. She terminated both. But while dating Corey, she met Harry. She went on 2 dates behind Corey's back with Harry, and right before the 3rd, she was scheduled to travel with Harry to Botswana. She dumped Corey silently. He found out through mutual friends that it was over. I can't believe that I didn't even know that they had ganked my audio. You guys, they've been messing with my channel for like 2 months hardcore lately. And it just ticks me off because it's just not fair what they've been doing. I could get into it, but I'm not going to here. Let's get on with this. Okay, so according to my source, she and her celebrity best friend Jessica Mulroney came up with this twisted, manipulating to-do list regarding her relationship with Harry. Okay, number 1 was to mother the heck out of him because he's never had that sort of affection since his mom passed. And to me, that explains all the PDA, the hands all over him, watching him like a hawk, wiping things off his clothing, helping him with goofy things like holding the umbrella or patting his back. It's disgusting. And then, to wow over the Queen, to do whatever it took to please the Queen, to get really close to her. Way to go, Meghan. You goofed that one. And then also she and Jessica felt like Kate was an entitled, spoiled snob, and they wanted as a game to pull the spotlight off of Kate. Of course, having a child with Harry was extremely huge to them. So she was told after the 2nd termination that her chances of becoming pregnant in the future, naturally, wouldn't be such an easy thing to do. She didn't mind that so much until she became involved with Harry, of course. So Jessica set her up with a doctor in Canada. When she came back from her 3rd date with Harry, she was told again that she wouldn't have an easy time conceiving naturally, but that her uterus had been in the process bruised, and she had scarring or scar tissue around her ovary, one of them. And that caused such a problem, and it kind of stacked the odds against her. So the doctor told her that she could start taking a medicine called clomiphene citrate. It causes a woman's body to release an egg from the ovaries. So she started this medication, tried having for an oopsie baby. And, evidently that didn't do. So after a few months of her dating Harry, they started talking about having a family. She used her ovary issue as a reason to seek out IVF, with Harry toting along, going along with it, every bit of it. During these routine IVF treatments, they were able to harvest a few eggs. They agreed together to have a surrogate carry their child or children. I knew that would be the case, even before the pregnancy rumors started. I'm still unable to find anything on the surrogate. If I can, I certainly will, but 9.9 out of 10 times, until that surrogate is completely finished, when it comes to a celebrity especially, or somebody high profile, you're not going to find anything on them. So saying that, I say this. According to my source, Their surrogate's being paid a flat fee of $300,000 in 3 installments. Okay, they had to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, of course. She's being kept on site for the royal doctors to tend to. They created for her very own yoga studio. She has her very own chef, her own butler, of course, several security guards constantly on duty. She has to be kept away from her family and friends during this gestational period. That's just the stipulation. She's being pampered and catered to, of course, so it's not like she's bored or lacking anything. But this totally means that what we're all seeing from one day to the next is absolutely a dummy belly on Meghan, which to me explains how I knew this, and I think we talked about it in the last video. It explains how she's flat one day, very curvy or poochy the next, and then the day after that, she's back to flat again. We're all just a bunch of idiots to these people, and we don't have the sense it takes to spot the differences. You know, I'm sure not all of us played Where's Waldo growing up. Okay, so Meghan banned her greatest friend, a friend that's been there since they were 2 years old. She knows Meghan inside and out, up and down. They've been inseparable for more than 30 years, you guys. But this girl has been silenced big time. Her name is Nanaki Pretty. According to her, she says that she even feels that the royal family helped destroy Meghan's marriage to Trevor Ingleson, even though it ended a few years earlier than she had met Harry. She doesn't go into much detail about that theory, but she said she's to be trusted. So that to me sounds like it was absolutely an arranged marriage. I've claimed this from the jump. There's something in Meghan these people need, and she'll be back on the curb as soon as they get it. She doesn't understand why Meghan's exiled her dad and siblings out of her life. She feels that that's a royal stipulation too. She went on to say that Doria has always been extremely private, low-key. She had Meghan and sort of never really bonded with her on a maternal basis. Weird. So Samantha stepped up, you know, for Thomas helping him. And together they basically raised Meghan. Doria, she feels, is involved to her, you know, to her being the kind of person that she is, as well as her lack of maternal connection with Meghan. She doesn't feel she's a threat like Thomas or Samantha. You know, they'd be more apt to run their mouth, I suppose. Not in a hurtful, malicious way, but maybe a slipped out kind of way, or, you know, pride. Something would happen. I agree with her. She said that when she heard through the media, or what the media was saying, that Meghan wasn't familiar with Harry or this family when they were introduced, she felt that was so bogus. In fact, Meghan had always been obsessed with this family. Growing up, they would even pretend to be Diana. At 15, they traveled to Europe specifically to tour the palace. They even pretended that Harry and William were waiting for him in the garden that day. She doesn't understand what happened to her best friend, and she doesn't understand why she's been banned. She went on and told that she has a strange feeling that Meghan will not be reaching out to her dad anytime soon, as long as she's stuck in this family. She also agreed that Meghan is a social climber. She knows how calculating Meghan is, and that she picks her circle very strategically. She says she misses her very much. She looks forward to the day Meghan's back to her old self again. She doesn't even doubt that she'll one day be back with Trevor Ingleson, considering that's always been Meghan's one true love in life. You guys, I'm sorry about my audio earlier. I can't explain it, but I certainly appreciate you hanging in there with me. You guys, I'll see you real soon. We'll talk real fast. It's the weekend. I want you guys to stay safe, be blessed, and I'll see you real soon.